In this video, I will play some 8-ball and explain what English I'm using on the cue ball and why by using my GoPro. Hey guys, Sherryberry here. Since I got so many comments, I decided to make a whole video series where I play different games and explain with the support of my GoPro where I'm hitting the cue ball and why. Today I played some 8-ball and now let's jump into the live commentary. Let's first, before we get into what English you should apply when playing the shots, before we go into that, let's just analyze the reg real quick. Well, we have one problem with the 4-ball here if we choose the solids, because the 4-ball doesn't pass, it's surrounded by the stripe balls. The stripe balls don't pose a real problem. Well, it's a little tricky maybe here because I have to remove the 9 or the 12 first before I can make the 15 ball. I would say let's go for the stripe balls because yeah, that 4 ball is just too difficult to get position, either to here to play it here or here to play it into the side pocket. So I would say let's choose the stripes, and we have a nice opening shot with the 14 ball here. And what we're trying to do is to get somewhere towards around here, because the advantages, we either have the 11 ball into the side pocket or the 10 ball into the side pocket. So we're playing for multiple positions, and the question is, how do we get there? If we look at the angle, I think we should play a stop shot or stun shot. That means the cue ball will travel along the tangent line. That means towards here, and then somewhere towards here, and should come to rest at this point here. So all we have to play is here a stop shot, maybe just a tiny bit of right-hand English, but that's personal preference. Okay, yeah, not exactly. I would have liked to be here, but still okay. We have the 10 ball, maybe even into the corner pocket, and we also have that 11 ball. Okay, let's see what we're going to do next. Well, the 11 ball is a little bit tricky because it only passes here from this part of the table. So it would be nice to clear that already. It's not the easiest shot. 10 ball, yeah, pretty nice to play it into the corner pocket. I think I'm going to play the 11 ball. This is the tangent line. Try to stun here, maybe a little bit out, to either have the 10 ball or probably maybe the 9 ball or the 12 ball. Depends on yeah, where exactly I'm ending. But I think yeah, I have to clear that 11 ball first, then go, yeah, in the best case towards the 10 ball, and then clear the last remaining balls. So here, yeah, I want to go towards here. So yeah, again, just a stun shot, maybe a tiny bit of draw, because the tangent line goes towards here, tiny bit of draw, and we should have a nice shot on the 10 ball. We had a nice line, but it was too hard. But as I mentioned, we still have that 9 ball, which is pretty nice. So we have to change our plan now. That happens in 8 ball, of course. I could try to play it somehow, but this doesn't make sense. So let's go to plan B and see what we can do here. Well, it would be nice to remove that 13 ball. Okay, so we need to be on this side of my cue. So let's see what happens if we just roll it in. Yeah, I think just a center ball. should be enough. Yep, nicely on the 13 ball. Now again, I'm trying to get position for multiple possible balls. The natural path will probably go towards here and then towards here. So I either have the 10 ball, if I add a little bit of left-hand English to go more to this side. I always have that 15 ball if I'm here or here or here. So the 15 ball is always on. And if I try to go here, I also have the 12 ball, but that doesn't make sense. So I'm probably trying to get somewhere in between the 10 and the 15 ball so that I can choose what's the best to continue with. So looking at the natural path, well, I have to add a tiny bit of left-hand English because otherwise I will go too close towards here. I want to open the angle a little bit and go towards here. So just center ball with left-hand English. Worked out pretty nice. So now make your plan again, because maybe this is better to play the 10, maybe it's better to play the 15 ball. So you always gotta check, don't stick to your initial plan, because if there's something better, something easier, why not just change it? Okay, I think I'm just going to play the 15 ball because getting on the 12 ball is not the easiest task, and I can get the 12 ball away, play the 10 ball, play the 8 ball into this corner pocket. So I think this is the best thing we could do. So I want to end up with a little bit of an angle. Yeah, maybe I'm a little hampered by the 8 ball, but that doesn't matter. I have a tiny bit of angle on the 15 ball, as you see, or as you will see soon with the GoPro, but you can hold this ball with just a very soft stop shot. Okay, turned out nice. I have here a tiny bit of angle where I can just bring the cue ball a little closer to the 10 ball. Yeah, I can just play a stop shot, have the same angle, but if I can get a little closer to the 10 ball, it will be a little easier. So just trying to stun it a little bit towards the 10, so it's basically, yeah, a little below center where I'm hitting. So a tiny draw shot. That turned out very nice. And now I can decide if I have too much angle, cue ball would be like here, I can go to this side of the 8. But with this angle, I can just go into the rail with a little bit of right-hand English, bring me towards the 8 ball, and play the 8 ball into the opposite corner pocket, just checking the straight line. So if the cue ball is somewhere on this line here, it's perfect. So here it's basically just a stop shot, meaning a stun shot with a tiny bit of right-hand English, helping me to get a little more towards the 8. Very nice. And we ended up with a straight shot on the 8 ball. And I'm playing this again with a stop shot so that no kick can happen. And I also played it with authority, never just roll the balls in so that the ball stays in front of the pocket if you miss. It doesn't make sense. It makes sense in the beginning if you're a very new player to the game. Then I did also roll the ball always in to leave it close to the pocket. But yeah, at this level, just play it in with confidence.
Now let's pick a random comment from our latest video. This time we have a German comment. That means you will hear me speaking without an accent for the first time. Alexander wrote: Deine Videos werden immer besser. Coole Idee mit der GoPro. Mach weiter so. You probably heard me speaking with a Bavarian accent because I'm from Bavaria. I will translate it for you. It basically means your videos are improving. Cool idea using the GoPro. Keep going. Best regards from the north, Alex. Thank you for your comment, Alex, and I think the GoPro is a really nice thing to support my videos, to help you to understand how to stroke the ball, where exactly to hit the cue ball a lot better. And for me personally, I really enjoy doing this type of videos because doing the live commentary saves me a lot of time in front of my notebook. You guys know my typical kind of videos where I have a lot of graphics, a lot of overlays, and everything is scripted that I'm talking. So I really enjoyed it, but I will continue, of course, to make the older formats. I have plans on making videos about jumping the ball, about kicking, a lot of stuff. Believe me, my list is very long, but as you may know, it's really time consuming, and not doing this full time. So yeah, it will probably take a while, but I'm trying to publish as many videos as possible. Okay guys, that's it for today. If you like the stuff that I'm doing here on YouTube, consider to have a look at my Patreon page as well. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching, thanks to my sponsors and patrons, and as always, see you at the next lesson. Take care.